Hey, this video is going to walk you through a simple way to do a rigid joint, the most common type of joint on Fusion 360. All right, so we want to put some windows in this room, and you can see I already have, but let's say I want to add another one over here for some reason. So I find the file in my data panel. All right, I'm going to right click on it, say Insert into Current Design. It should come into the design. All right, and I am going to move it somewhere I like. Say OK. All right, and now I am going to hit the J button on my keyboard, and it gives us this dialog box. All right, so the one that is not highlighted right now or open is motion, and that is set to rigid. That's the default. Okay, so fortunately for you, that's what's usually selected as the default, and 90% of the joints you make on Fusion will probably be rigid joints. These are other kinds. I have a video about a pin slot. There's lots of neat different joints there. So next it says component one. So what it's saying is, all right, you need to pick one component, and later you're going to pick the component it's connecting to. Okay. So mode is going to be default on simple, which is good for us. All right. In our class, we'll almost never use these other ones. I'll tell you if we will. And then snap, well, that's what we're going to get to here. All right, so basically, a safe way to do this is, let's say I want to connect, this window correctly to this wall. Well, I could think maybe I could just pick this point here and try to join it to, like, let's say the middle. Okay, and I'm gonna move it away from that other one. All right, well, that actually worked out better than I thought, but I was thinking it was going to go sideways. Let me just click OK, see what happens. No, it did it right. Okay, well, that's an easy way to do it, I guess. What I was going to show you, let me undo what I have there, was this, and now it's frozen again. So I hit the J button. All right, and I'm going to select, sometimes it's hard to get just the exact point you want because there's lots of little points you could pick, all right? Even when you get in close, sometimes it's difficult. So a good way to be safe is just to click the surface in general you want somewhere that is not highlighted, all right, when we hover over it. Okay, so we do want the back of this to eventually be against that wall. So now I can pick the exact point, all right? And you'll see this is moved. It says it's one selected, and it's moved down to here. And it says, you know what? We're ready to select the next component and where on that component you want it to be. All right. So I'm going to click over here. And specifically, let's use this like snap point is what they call them. All right. So you'll see it's going to move. And before I click OK, I can adjust it. All right. And I can move it in, and I can move it down. All right, and let's say that you well, I don't know where I was going with that, but yeah, this is a good place for it. So we'll just click OK. Oh, I know what I was gonna say. You could rotate it if you needed to. All right, but this happens to be the way we want it. And sometimes you'll actually see, depending on the joints, like 3 of the discs. All right, so there's more degrees of freedom, and you'll actually be able to rotate it different directions. But because we specified we wanted that one plane up against that other plane, that's why it's only giving us this degree of freedom. All right, so I'll click OK, and there it is. You might have noticed the muntin, which is the cross-looking part here, was not like visibly moving with the window when I did it. But yeah, as soon as you click OK, it will catch up, so to speak, and yeah, join it on the wall. So there you go. Hope that is helpful for you.